My name is Fariniel and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're a regular around here. Hi. Today we're in The Sims 4 and we're going to be doing the Wheel of Doom. So called because I always forget to take it down and you guys end up just seeing the wheel for a bit while I faff around behind it. But today, fingers crossed, drum rolls, toes crossed, all of that, I think I may have fixed the problem. So we are in Rindle Rose today, which is, I'll be perfectly honest, not a lot I remember. I'm fairly certain I didn't build it because I would never do this roofing detail here. And there's a few things inside that I would never, ever, ever do as well. But, it's also not been in any of my save games. But I think I do use this lot a fair bit to, sorry, I'm just adjusting my microphone. I think I do use this lot and like bulldoze it straight away, and I've just never looked at the house. So today we're looking at the house. This is she. She's got potential, okay? And this is her layout. So I was thinking today what we will do is using the Wheel of Doom. We're going to spin and get a theme for the inside of each of these rooms. But I'm thinking I'm going to make it a little more chaotic on myself, and I'm going to make myself keep one item from each room as it is. So like in the kitchen here, I might have to keep the fruit basket or that sink, or in the bedroom, I have to reuse that bed or something like that. No rules beyond that though. I just thought it'd be fun to try and work around what's already there, and there's some wacky options on this wheel. So, for definition's sake, all of this brown stuff is going to be a lounge room. Patio, we might leave the patio because we generally leave the outs. Is that a plate of food? No, it's a gnome. Okay, from up here though, like, where did I have it? That looked perfectly like a little plate of food. Yeah, sign up for my channel, guys. It's cool. I'm with it. um, I'm so with it. I don't even know what the word subscribe is. Gosh. So this is gonna be the lounge room. All of this brown flooring. Kitchen will be these tiles. We may potentially steal these 3 tiles here. I don't know. We'll see where the vibes take us. Bedroom, bathroom, and another bedroom. Are these the same size? 5 by 5. 5 by 5. Okay, that's just my monitor distorting that. Okay, cool. So let's bring up the Wheel of Doom and let's start with the lounge room, I guess. So, concentration face for a moment. Wheel and spin the wheel. So our lounge room is going to be library themed. And look at that. It disappeared. I didn't have to do anything. I don't need to remember to switch between my layouts anymore. I am a genius. Not really, because a real genius would have figured that out straight away. But, you know. All right, so in here, I think we might actually keep this chair. I quite like that, especially for like a library theme. Although a library theme is going to be interesting in here because there are not a lot of spots we could put bookshelves, but yeah, let's get rid of all of that for now. Get rid of that, get rid of that. I'm going to leave the bin for now. I am going to define these 3 as kitchen just because I can. I think we might get rid of the bar stools. That might give us a little bit extra space. There's no dining room in this house. Interesting. I guess that's why you had the bar stools. Very interesting. Okay. Well, we might rejig this layout a little bit then because wait, maybe I wanted to keep the fruit. I don't know. If we do like an L-shaped kitchen there with a dining table there, maybe not. We could put another one there. That's definitely big enough for a kitchen. I wonder if that means we could put a bookshelf right here. I feel like the ladder's a little overkill, but I mean, if we were really all about the books, we would just paste straight over these windows. And you know what? We're not worried about the exterior. I think we can get away with keeping that window, but we might just, you know, we're not changing the exterior. We're going to leave that there, but no one will ever know. Don't tell anyone. Anyway, so we've got that. Do we want? No, I don't think we want another one. Unless we went. I mean, would this satisfy the library thing? I feel like it doesn't. No, we're gonna go with what we had. What color though? Oh, the navy's nice. Let's go with the navy. The navy's nice, but the purple are... No, we're gonna... purple's nicer. You know what? Let's live life dangerously. Let's go for... Oh, hang on. No, we got to match this couch. So we'll go for the navy, because the navy was blending very nicely with that couch. It's the same color. I don't want it matchy-matchy. Cool. Let's grab a rug. Probably not that rug. Let's grab a big old shaggy rug. Yeah. I think we might need to swap the ladder. There we go. All right, next we need like a little armchair, probably in this corner, just to anchor this space a little bit more. I mean, I can move this couch. Just shift it back just a little bit. Favorite chair? Favorite chair, please work. I don't think favorite chair is gonna... Ooh, we can make favorite chair work. Favorite chair works for us now. Maybe favorite chair won't work. I think that works. And then a little coffee table. Maybe just like a little moment. You know, you can sit on that as well if you want to, and then, you know. Oh, yes, I think. Okay, over... Actually, maybe over here is where we'll put the dining room. So there's space here for a little itty-bitty table. So let's shove a little itty-bitty table over there. Ooh, actually, ooh, reclaimed wood. Ooh, pretty. I wish that came in a smaller version. Does it come in a smaller version? Nothing I like ever comes in a smaller version. You know what we might do actually instead? So if we go back to here and we go to accent tables, we can grab this. I'm gonna get rid of these curtains. I don't like them. You can get rid of that. And then we can probably set that there. And maybe not in that color. Crazy blue. Or maybe a little pop of yellow that kind of ties in with that there. And then we can imagine that that is the dining table, but they've pushed it against the wall for, you know, space-saving reasons. I wish that the Sims could interact with that and actually do that. That would be so... Oh my gosh, EA. Idea for an item for you. Drop leaf tables so that we can have... We've got Murphy beds. So we need drop leaf tables so we can have, like, space, but then also extra space, you know? Oh, and you can do, like, those ones where, like, the chairs store underneath them. So it, like, stores like this. And then when you lift up the flap, it's like... Chairs. Yeah, I'm a genius. Hire me. Ooh, reclaimed wood dining chair. Cute. I don't know if it goes with the vibes of the house, but I love that chair. That is amazing. That's from the new event thing, isn't it? Because I find... Ooh, that actually... I finally got my act together and did the event. I know, I'm proud of myself as well. All right, so let's... Maybe only 2 chairs. It's enough for now. They're stacked, you know, but I can't stack them. Hang on. I can give the impression that they've been stacked. Ooh. There we go. Stacked chairs. That's not going to end badly at all. And then if we just move the front ones forward just a little bit. No one will ever know. Okay, and this flooring, I think I kind of like. Library flooring, though, probably reads a little more... Probably carpeted, in all honesty. Because, you know, to deaden the sound and... Well, that just... But I loathe using carpet in The Sims. Ew. No, we're not going to do it. We're just going to have hardwood floors. Maybe this one, though. The hexagonal timber. But maybe in the similar color. Maybe not. I don't like that at all. Let's go that. That's quite nice. Just gonna shove that in with the kitchen as well. All right, let's spin for the vibes for the kitchen. Spin the wheel. Music room. Okay. Why are you inside? That is how I know I didn't build this. Okay, music room. I mean, I could just shove a, not a clarinet, shove a violin in there and call it a day. Let me, actually, I wonder if we can get like a DJ booth. Like this thing up over here. And then, actually, if we put it over here. All right. And then we will also get, you know what? Why not? Let's get the $15,000 violin. And then we want a music player. And then, ooh, maybe we want a vintage record player. Yeah, let's go the vintage record player instead of the gramophone. Much cooler. Okay, now let's go back to, because it still needs to function as a kitchen. That is very annoying that these aren't grouped together like everything else. Why would you do that? Well, they're priced differently. That's weird. Okay. Well, we don't have a color associated, so let's just go build a little bit more of a modern... Oh, I didn't do wallpaper. Oopsies. Let's do a more modern kind of thing. Maybe terrazzo? Oh, and look, that gives us a nice little space for a violin. Ta-da! And then, which one was it? I've already forgotten. It was that one. Okay. What thing are we gonna keep? I think we'll keep the cookie jar. Maybe we'll keep these things on the wall. Nah. You know what? Musicians need treats. We're gonna go with the cookie jar. Oh, I need a fridge. I might put the fridge back there, actually. And then this one should have been a corner. And then this one should also be a corner. And then we line this up with the front of that. And then we can add, is it this one? It's not that one. It's this one. One of those, and then probably and end one as well, and then we can just move the bin out here. Music. All right. For the rest of it, I'm going to keep the layout relatively similar. That's going to go there. Cookie jar, you can go back there. We'll put the matching built-in fridge. Nice. And then we need the matching stove, which will go over there. Hilarious. I love it. Let's actually find a wallpaper that goes... So music and library. I know that, like, you wouldn't really play music in a library, but I feel like they do kind of go together. And I'm just going to do the one wallpaper for both of them. Because in Fern's world, music and library do go together. I at least want to get rid of this paneling. Ooh. No. Oh, we could do flowers. No. Okay, let's just try a normal paint. What's the one? Plain but pretty. I feel like that loses a little too much personality. Cute. Ooh, let's put glass walls. You can be in a glass case of emotion. No. Panels. This is gonna be harder than I thought. Oh, this is the one I was looking for. Not red. Hang on. Just go for that in like a plain color. This one more of a gray. Not that gray. Actually, maybe let's change the kitchen counter colors then. That might help. Because the wallpaper's either fine or it's very instantly not fine. How about blue? Is that adding too much blue in? Is there such a thing as too much blue? Let's try that. And where did it go? Let's try... That is the cream color. Yeah, let's go with that. I like that. It's pretty. Okay, next we need a range hood. Excuse me. Sorry, I was checking that I did actually have the wheel out of the way. Range hood. I never figure out how high the range hoods are supposed to be in this game. My range hood at home, so I'm quite tall. I'm almost 6 foot. And my range hood comes up to here. So whenever I cook, I can like see the front burners, or I have to crouch down. And it's very stupid. I have a very stupidly designed house. I did not design it though, before you ask. I just live here. Okay, so that's the height we want that at. To get rid of... Oh, maybe we could put that up there. That'd be kind of cute. That. We put a little one over here. Get rid of you. And you... No, we don't want the corner one. The corner one sucks. I think I want to keep that window there anyway. So we'll just do one along the back there. Like that. Did I delete the... Hang on. I'm going to delete it. I wanted to put it there. Okie pokey. I feel like that should probably be like a built-in one, but not enough to do anything about it. Okay, cookies, you're going in the corner there. Actually, no, cookies, you're going to go over here, because then you can be reached when they're making some tracks in their music kitchen. So stupid. Mark of the makeup block. There we go. I'm gonna pretend that that's like a Grammy award or something. Oh, my window's clipping through. It's fine. It's fine. Basket? Yeah, let's put a basket on there. And then what else can we put on there? Oh, we're not supposed to be doing this room anymore. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to move on to the main bedroom. Let's spin and see what theme we get for main bedroom. Hey, Bubbles. Unhinged. Perfect. So we get to be absolutely crazy. And I think I am going to keep the bed in this build, in this room. So we just get to go absolutely crazy, which is nice. So I think we're going to put the bed in the center of the room. And we're going to, first of all, we're going to get rid of that carpet, because that carpet is gross. Actually, we might just copy this wood. Ooh, hang on, maybe we could do something like... Oh, hang on, do you come in like a matching color? You match close enough, yes. That looks weird. I'm gonna go with that. Let's bring in... Oh wait, no, I gotta keep that... Yeah, I kept the other one the same color, didn't I? So I gotta keep that the same color. So, let's bring in a purple floor, maybe? And then a rug. What rug? Torn rug? Blanket on the floor for the rug. Yes. Okay. Why is there like no lighting in here? What the heck? Hang on. Let's add some lighting. I'd just like to point out that remembering lighting in the middle of the third room is peak unhinged, so I'm being very on brand for what the challenge for this room is. What light is that? You can stay. Okay. And then we're going to go back into bedroom, and we're gonna put we're gonna put a dresser at the foot of the bed if one will fit. Okay, we'll put a dresser over there. Not that dresser though. I don't like that dresser. You know what one we're gonna use? We're gonna use this one. I love this dresser. This is my favorite dresser in the world. I want one in real life. You can go. I like everything about this dresser except for wrong button. The way it places. I mean, in real life, I put my dresses like 6 years away from the walls as well, but you know, sometimes, actually, you're going to go in this corner. Sometimes you want them up against the wall, you know, despite what you're doing with the bed. Oh yeah, hang on. That's a little more unhinged. Okay, and then side tables. Let's just go for a couple of crates. Like that. A mirror. What do we need for a mirror? Oh, maybe a mirror can go down here, the foot of the bed, just to, you know, anchor the room a little bit. There we go. And then what else do we need in here? We need ooh, will you fit? That would be so creepy. You imagine sleeping and your bed's in the middle of the room, and then you've got like a freaking huge ass mirror over on one side there. Like, no, thank you. Okay. What else do we need? We need, ooh, this mirror randomly over there. We need some window coverings. Thinking for window coverings is one of these that is this one. That, and then we'll get a matching one for over there. And we'll just adjust this just a little bit. That, just gonna put the bed a little off kilter. Just because if it is in the middle of the room like that, it's not going to be perfectly straight. And same with this rug thing. Like that. Alright, let's have a look at some wallpaper now. Oh, we can make ourselves live in the middle of a forest. Yes, I think that's what we're gonna do. Just entire room forest. And then what colors does this come in? Little Demogorgon head growing off the wall there. Yeah, the Demogorgon now. And then, ooh, plant. I know exactly what plant I want to put in here. Oh, pampas grass. Who uses pampas grass anymore? I feel like pampas grass was slightly outdated when it got put into The Sims. Oh, where is it? Maybe it's, I mean, it's technically not a plant. It's like a stick in a milk can. Or maybe it's called milk can? Yeah, with branch. This one. This is the plant. Actually, we might have that instead of the pampas grass because I feel like pampas grass isn't unhinged enough. Like that. Lovely. What colors do you come in? There we go. What else can we put in here? Decorations. Ooh, a statue. Horse statue. Plastic pumpkin. And a no peeping sign looking out this window. I mean, which you can't see out the window because of the curtain, so it's even better. What else can we put in here? Probably won't fit properly, will it? Ooh. No, it's not gonna fit. Oh, hang on, I could size it down. Rocket ship. And random half a lady on top of the cupboard. Red lady. Cool. And then actually, I wonder if I could fit like a couple of curtains over here. Like they think it's a you know, they think it's an actual window because they're crazy. I like that one. There we go. That's our unhinged bedroom. Nice. Let's do the bathroom next. Spin the wheel. Conservatory. Oh, you know what that means straight off the bat? Conservatories normally have glass windows. Maybe not that one. Maybe the fairy one? Or maybe just that one. Yeah. Okay, so that does necessitate a bit of a rejig of things. I feel like it would be easy to say let's keep the toilet, But I think I'm going to keep the bath in this room. And we'll get rid of everything else. You're not clipping through the wall, are you? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, toilet paper. We'll put toilet. We'll put the toilet in the same spot. Just for practicality. This room is not unhinged. It's a conservatory. So we want to conservatory some of our privacy. So we will put in the toilet over there. But we can have a pink toilet. It's the other thing I'm excited about. We can put the wooden throne in. We're not going to, but we could. I mean, it would be very on brand for a conservatory. It just wouldn't fit in the space. That toilet is not the toilet I want to use, by the way. It's just to check in to make sure you're still paying attention out there. Yeah, do you come in like a creamy kind of color? No, which one's the one that... Yeah, I want this one with the wooden lid. There we go, that goes a bit better with it. And then we can put a sink of some description. Liking this one. This one has a hose for potentially watering all the plants, which is nice. I'm just going to move that over to the middle there. So I might put that in instead, because then we can water all the plants. We can just fill this area with plants for the conservatory. What colors do you come in? I like that one. And then mirror-wise... Ooh, no, too big. You don't really work. Demigorgon! Maybe just like a little guy. In a black to match the tapware. Nice! Now we get to go nuts with plants. As much... I mean, that could be one and done almost. Yeah, I don't like that. That's too easy. We're not going for easy. We're going for vertical wall garden. Yes. Smush that back there like that. That's going to get a lot of light. That's going to be lovely. Put it in that color. And then what else have we got? We've got these. You can put one of these above the toilet. And we can also probably change that to the matching color. Oh, if only that would fit up the top there. That'd be beautiful. That doesn't really make much sense. What else can we put in here? Ooh. Do you actually fit, or are you teasing me? You know what? You fit well enough for me. You fit on the other side? Not quite. Could have been beautiful. What if we size you down a bit? Yeah, it'll work. Okay. Size you down one. Let's not put you there. Oh, we could put like some empty pots down there actually. Let's see. What other plants have we got? Not that. Robin. Oxygen triad. Oh, we gotta have like a hanging plant. Nice. A fern! Gotta have a fern. Move you over here. And I'm feeling like that's probably going to be the max, almost, of plants that we're going to be able to fit in here. It would be nice to be able to fit that one in. So our Sims do need to be able to still use the room. So actually, can we fit a little? Oh, that doesn't. No, that's not going to work, I don't think. Hang on. No, if only the shadow didn't stay the same. Oh, we can put some of that on that wall. Will you? No. I love you forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Oh yeah, you put a couple of those in. They won't interfere with much. Let's put a cactus next to the toilet just for funsies. Okay. Oh, and then we need wallpaper. I forgot. Wallpaper. Greenhouse wallpaper? I know it said conservatory, but I'm gonna make it nice and green. That feels very luscious in there now with that green. And then a floor paper. Bottom of the basement. I actually don't mind these tiles, in all honesty. We don't want metal. Hang on, let me filter by green and see what comes up. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Lovely little conservatory. All right, and then for the last bedroom, our theme is going to be, drumroll, library. I'm going to spin again because we've already done that. A playroom. That works really well. This is now a kid's bedroom. We're going to keep, not the bookshelf. We could keep the bed. The bed's, no, I'm going to keep this chair. I'm going to get rid of everything else. Oops, I'm going to get rid of the whole room. Okay, so we've got a chair shoved in the corner there. This room definitely needs some, not wallpaper, well, I mean, it does need wallpaper, but it definitely needs some carpet. Maybe something, no, my new favorite carpet. Yes. I know I go on a lot about hating the carpet in this game, but maybe yellow. Yellow is fun. Oh, excuse me. I love this carpet. I mean, it looks like it would be horrid to step on. Like, absolutely disgusting. Ooh. No. But, in The Sims, I really like it. Like, I like the colors. It looks nice, even though I wouldn't want to touch it. Alright, fun wallpaper. Rainbow confetti. Oh, it's just gonna be an entirely yellow room. Could do boats. Ew, that looks horrid with that flooring. Ooh, maybe now's the time for some fruit and vegetables. Fruit and vegetables? It's just strawberries. Blue strawberries. I do really like the blue, but does not work with this snazzy squiggle. I feel like the blue would kind of work there. Not really, but kind of, and we're gonna go with it. All right, let's get a bed in for this child. Fold up bed so they can fold it away and have more room for activities. Maybe. I feel like that's a little bit cruel though. Decent dorm. Ooh, kitty bed. Let's put a kitty bed in there. That's kind of fun. pushing all the wrong buttons today. I'm not sure if that's where I want the bed to go. I think I want the bed to go over there. Oops. And what color do you come in? Fire hydrants. That's funny, that is. I don't know what that accent was. My apologies. Let's do orange. Orange. Well, hang on. Do you come in a green? Maybe the green. This chair is gonna look so out of place, but it's fine. All right, next, let's go to the kids' room. We need toys. We need a dollhouse. But what dollhouse? Maybe. I mean, this is my favorite dollhouse. I love how creative this is. But if this is gonna, ooh, let's use the fairy dollhouse. But yeah, if this is gonna be a playroom, it needs to, be a proper dollhouse. I think. Oh, we could put the little play tent in. Oh, and then we can put the chair like next to the bed. You know, for like the mum or dad or sibling to read them stories and stuff at night. I think the gingerbread one. Yeah, gingerbread house. Actually think none of these windows are placed very well at all, are they? That's fine. That's fine. I mean, we could also, I feel like if it was actually going to be in this room, it would be kind of like that. So let's do that. Waste a bit of space, but we have the space to waste, so traveling trunk. I like this as a toy box. It doesn't interfere with it shouldn't interfere with the door. All right, and next we need, no, probably not that doesn't really fit that well. A lump of clay right there in the middle where it's going to get all smooshed into that really long fiber carpet. I can't bring myself to do it. Ooh, how about a bun? Wait, isn't there like a unicorn one? Beercula! Aww, what color do you come in, Beercula? Not very nice. Bigfoot. What colors does Bun come in? Okay. Ooh, Bun comes in a cuter color than you. Bigfoot. Oh, there's a dog. I swear there was a unicorn. Penny Pendragon? You can go over there, Penny Pendragon. Oh, sports car toy. Heckin' yes. Fantasy carriage toy. Oh, why are you so small? Oh my gosh, Fern. You can't just ask people why they're so small. Antique blocks over here and discarded. Oh, there is a unicorn one. What colors do you come in, Uni? No, I think we're gonna stick with the bunny. He cute. You do interfere with that though. That should be enough. Okay, what else do we want? We don't really want a desk. A desk. Decorations. Little readers. And a tree. Let's put a tree there for no particular reason. Let's put some hot air balloons over there, also for no particular reason. And let's put a ghost above the bed just to terrify any children that think they want to sleep in here. Oh, and we can get a unicorn in over here. There we go. Oh, that little lamp is super cute. Can I fit a bedside table in here as well? Am I dreaming too big? I don't think I'm dreaming big enough. Move that. Let me move the chair over there. Then we can put the little lamp up here. Cute. Yeah, it's fun. I'm not gonna put a rug down because, really. Kids room, paintings and posters. Guitar necks. Oh yeah, let's put a bear decal down. Slobbery ball. No, thank you. Freezer style festivities. Habitat for hamsters. Okay. I feel like that's maybe a little bit too terrifying, but it's cool. I really like it. I'd put it in my room. Oh, that's what I wanted to do in the kitchen. I completely forgot. Hang on. Don't tell anybody. That color, you reckon? Who am I kidding? You can't answer me. Ooh, yeah, let's put a little poppy yellow. Nope, not that. There. Nope. There we go. Okay. And then... ooh, a height measurement thing. Yes, it can just get shoved. You can go over there, next to Bun Bun. Bun Bun! Ooh, and then some trees. Lovely. There's that little, yes, little kitty bookshelf. That can go there. Nice. What colors does the kitty bookshelf come in? I've never actually looked. Let's go the blue. Alright, I think that will do for the playroom theme. So, let's do a real quick whip through in my favorite camera mode. Appropriate height. So we came in and we had the library themed lounge and dining because we realized there wasn't a dining room. So we got out. Whoop, oh my gosh. Keyboard is slightly pitched to the right to where it normally is. Took me, what, 40 minutes to realize that? So there's our little dining room set up. It's sort of tucked away so that there's a bit of space. Here's the lounge room. Ignore that white stuff going on. That's the window that we just boarded over. Next was the music themed kitchen, a music room themed kitchen. So we've got the virtuoso violin, a record player, and a spin table, DJ table thing, as well as your normal boring kitchen stuff. Around here we had the unhinged bedroom. So it's unhinged by none of the none of the furniture being in the right spot, and the bed just being in the middle of the room. I don't know if it gets much more unhinged in a bedroom. And the no peeping sign that's hidden by the curtain. I love that. And the creepy faceless mannequin that watches you while you sleep. Oh, and the Demogorgon. Forgot the Demogorgon. Alright, back into the conservatory bedroom, bathroom. Oh, now this one I like. I think more bathrooms need plants just everywhere. That's cool. The little tickly cactus just while you're trying to do number twos, you're just like, hello. Round here into the playroom bedroom is crazy. I always forget that I can do ceilings now. Oh well, just don't look up. Dollhouse thingy to read and Bun Bun. Cool. So I'm going to leave that one here. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!